Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Angels Speak. Thank you for being here today. Oh, it's so good to be here with you every day to bring the message that the angels have given for us to look at, to chew on, and to take in whatever is needed from that message into our lives. I'm so honored to be a conduit where they do bring those messages through at night, and they want them shared with all of us. So see if there's anybody that has jumped on here. Please share it out as you come in. Kenneth Easter, thank you for being here. So as you come in, just take a moment and hit the share button and share it to groups or on your page or wherever you can share it so people can hear the messages being spoken. And also there's a Zoom that if anyone wants to come on to share comments, ask questions, just be a part of the whole discussion process. And if you're in the virtual audience, I'd love to have your interaction as well. Just type into the comments any questions or anything that you would like to have read in the discussion. All right, so last night's blog that they dictated is called Baby Steps. Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination. Never limit others because of your own limited imagination. By Mae Jemison. If you've ever watched a baby learning to walk, you will understand that feeling of wanting them to succeed, same time being so fearful for what is taking place. Those first steps are so tenuous, and those watching are pretty much holding their breath, waiting for the fail moment when the butt comes crashing down to the floor. Sometimes it is that way with others in our life. We watch them begin to feel the strength of their spiritual legs and want to take off, but very unsure of their ability to move forward. At times, I feel as if I'm going to pass out from holding my breath, and then I'm pleasantly amazed at the spiritual growth I observe and celebrate. We are all wobbly at times, aren't we? Not one of us has all the answers. We're helping each other along, sometimes questioning, sometimes sharing insight, and sometimes absorbing the wisdom of those who have taken off running and are paving the way. Dear angels, we understand that our spiritual growth many times has similarities to our physical growth. Please help us understand how to keep moving forward without being quite so wobbly that we feel that we might fall down. Dear ones, indeed, you will stretch your spiritual muscles just as you do your physical muscles. Your spiritual practices are what will propel you forward and give you the confidence to stand firm in your divine presence. We cannot stress the importance of meditation enough. You will get out of it what you put into it. If you are only paying lip service and sitting still for a certain length of time, thinking that is enough, then you are far off track. To really benefit from your time with Spirit, you must put forth an effort to listen. Many of you give up after a few minutes and decide that nothing is happening. It is in those moments of questioning that your guides are preparing you to receive more understanding. By you giving up, you are missing out on the lesson that will help you put the pieces of the puzzle together. Sometimes you throw a temper tantrum like a small child who didn't get its way, and you want to take your toys and leave. You're quitting 1 minute before the miracle happens. That feeling you have in the pit of your stomach is the stirring of energy that is opening doors to insight. Stay the course. Stop clock watching. Open up to that which will fill your soul, and then stand firm on your feet, moving strongly forward with no wobble. Wrap your protective arms of love around each other as you find your sure footing and celebrate each forward movement. You truly are walking each other home. My promise for today. Today, I promise to not rush through my time that I set aside and receive what my soul needs. Can we all make a promise like that? Because many, many times we get so distracted, don't we? We want to go into that meditative state. We have that desire, we have that intention, but so many times there's something that catches our eye. There's a phone call, a text, a message from someone, or a visit. So sometimes we just get pulled away out of that meditative state. And the angels are telling us that is the one thing that will propel us forward in our growth. I love how they use the analogy of the physical baby and the way it grows and the way those that surround it are concerned, because, you know, we all have to learn how to stand on our feet, and we all have to learn how to move forward and walk. But it can be quite an experience to try to get those little legs not be wobbly anymore. And what they're saying is we're the same in our spiritual growth, in our spiritual walk, that we have to learn how to use our feet. We have to step forward, and sometimes it can be kind of scary. Sometimes stepping out of our comfort zone, it's something we want to just retreat and say, nah, I'll just sit here in the corner. I'll just sit quietly and observe while other people are getting their legs and learning how to walk. I'll just observe them. And there's nothing wrong with observing. We learn a lot by observing. But eventually, we have to take that step forward. We have to see that when we step out in faith, when we step out in trust, that our legs are going to hold us up, we'll see the miracle that's going to happen. So don't give up. Don't quit 1 minute before that breakthrough happens. And it's usually in that time of meditation. That's when the aha moment hits. That's when the light bulb goes on, and we're really hearing what our guides are trying to teach us and show us. That's when we receive downloads. That's when we are able to just put all other thoughts aside, all that distracting energy, anything that's keeping us from being our most magnificent self. If we can just sit for a few minutes without even thinking about any of the to-do list, any of the demands of the world, if we just sit with spirit, let's make that a priority. Let's make it a time that we commit to our growth. Just like, we don't have to commit to growing as a human. That happens. It just keeps growing and keeps progressing. In our spiritual growth, we do have to feed our soul, just like the baby has to be fed. So let's feed our soul with that which is going to make a difference, that which is going to be positive input, because we sure have enough of the negative input in the world. So let's take that moment to really feed ourselves what's needed for our spiritual growth and to be able to move forward in a beautiful way. So I want to say hello, Deirdre. Hi, honey. Thank you for sharing. Kenneth Easter is here. Prachetta, thank you for being here. Lupita Chavez, thank you for being here. Blue Jean, Pilar, hello. Suzanne Millard, thank you for your words. Auntie Jean, in my spiritual reading yesterday, I was told you will fall many times, but that is okay. It makes us strong. So like the baby, it takes us a while to get strong. When the baby starts walking, it doesn't know the power of its legs yet. It hasn't really fully understood how everything works, how the knees bend and the ankles bend. It just knows that it's been seeing other people walk. It knows it can do it. And so it's a trial and error. Well, sometimes our spiritual growth is trial and error, isn't it? Sometimes we pay attention to one teacher or another, and sometimes things stick because they resonate with us. Sometimes we question it. And if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel in alignment with you, then just ask the angels, am I supposed to be paying attention to this? Is it just something difficult to understand? Or is it really not in alignment with my spiritual growth? Oh, hello, Annie7. Thank you, honey. Thank you for being here. Sophia Rigo, thank you for being here. So that's the reading for today. It can be found at angelspeakers.com and just go to the blog. There's one on there every day. And then at 4:44 p.m. Eastern, I'll come on and read the blog and invite anyone who wants to come on the Zoom with me. Let's hold a discussion about it. And if there's any input that you have, then please share that. I love you all so much. Stay in your heart, stay blessed, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.